I know at this time there are many people around the world absolutely stressed and irritated and feeling unorganized, disorganized because they're working from home. Work from home can definitely be very, very challenging, my dear friends. And let me tell you, I have been there, I have done that, and have come out of it. That's why today, when you're watching this video, I am in lockdown, yet I'm working from anywhere. But I started this journey many years ago. So today I'm going to share with you as to how this work from home that you're doing, it's becoming challenging, and how you can make it a little more easier for your own self and also for your own future and for your family members as well. My name is Neha Bhatia, and I'm sure you would know that I'm an NLP trainer. I help people reprogram their subconscious mind. I help them live their life absolutely effortless and productive. So hey, listen to me, okay? Before I begin, I want you to please subscribe to my channel and give me some love here. And I would like to share with you as to how you can make this journey of yours a little more easier, especially for the women, for the people, you know, who have kids in the house, and it could be really, really challenging. I totally get that. So everybody get set ready and let's begin as to how we can make our life little easier, and not just that, how this challenge that has come to us, how we can convert it into an opportunity. So number one thing that I followed in my life, and especially when I started to work from home, I'm talking about 4-5 years ago, it was challenging, number one, in terms of discipline. That, you know, because I've been an anchor for such a long time, and I just could not sleep on time or wake up on time. However, when this challenge came to me, initial days, initial months were a little challenging, but once, twice, thrice, I started to make a note of it as to how I can make my life and my whole day a bit easier and a little more organized. So what I want you to understand and do, you must have seen and even read in the books as well as to if something like this happens, you have to prepare a day before or something like that, right? But trust me, that won't just help you. You may have to do a little extra. How? Not just a night before. You have to think about it from 2-3 days that I want to be organized. This is one affirmation that I would like you to say to yourself every few minutes in a day, just out of nowhere. Just bring it in your mind, okay? Now once you start to be this, just one statement will start to make you a little more calmer and more relaxed, and it will also help you as to how you can go forward in your life, right? That's number one. Number two, I want you to start the step-by-step process as to how you can make it a little more easier. A night before, of course, you have to write down what you need to do the next day, but not just writing down, okay, I need to do this, X, Y, Z. No. By the way, let me just stand here now. Okay, so not just that you have to, write down as to what you have to do, but you also have to categorize it as to what is your professional task that you need to do the next day, what is your household task that you need to do next day, right? A day before you have to do that. Now, these are two things. Third thing, which is very, very important, what is your personal task? You know, it could be something personal that you want to do with your own self. Maybe meditate, maybe just sit and breathe deep for a few minutes, right? Giving time to yourself, right? So once you do that, write down all the tasks that is required. Any meeting, if you have, let's say a visual meeting, a virtual meeting, I would say, whatever you have, just write it down. Categorize it. Now when you have categorized it, let's say there are 4 tasks in household, 3 tasks in professional. Let's say you're starting a new business. There's something new that you're doing, or you're learning a new workshop. That again comes in personal and professional, right? Now once that has happened, my dear friends, now start to give the time to it. How much is this particular task we need to give time to? How much time we need to give to household work? How much time we need to give to, let's say, the personal work, or the professional, or the business, or even if you want to spend time with your husband or your partner, how much time ideally you should be giving to it, right? Now once you have done that, I don't want you to do it immediately when you're about to, when you're almost about to go to sleep. That will not help you. You have to just do it maybe half an hour before, and then in the night when you're about to sleep, just think about it. Just last few minutes, just think about it as to what you're going to do tomorrow and how better you can do that, right? Now, once that has happened, now the next day you may feel a little organized. Also, you may not feel a little organized. Why? Because you have just started this, right? It is just a starting journey for you. But let me tell you one very important thing. I don't want you to think it from just days perspective or just for a daily basis, to make yourself a little less stressed. No, I want you to think from a bigger perspective. When I started, like I said, it was challenging, but when I started day by day, now look at me, I actually work from anywhere. Every 2 months I switch my place, I am not just a city, I'm talking about country as well. Like last month I was in Bali, and I was working at the same time. How that could happen was because I was able to organize it pretty well. It became a part of my system. So number one thing that you have to understand when you're doing all this, that this has come to you all of a sudden. So you have to accept it. One of the very important challenge that people are going through is that they are not accepting that there is something new come up all of a sudden. I'm not talking about lockdown. I'm talking about this new way of living, wherein we have to work from home. We just have to go into the other room, and many times many of us are not even getting ready in the morning the way we actually used to. So that's not the right discipline. All these people who are the most successful people, the richest people, the wealthiest people that we know of, I'm not saying that they get up early in the morning. Definitely they do, but more than that, it's more about being a little organized. If you are hearing me correctly, I'm not saying be so organized that be like a robot. No, be just a little organized from the very beginning, slowly and gradually, and give yourself a deadline, right? If you want, you can also do it for weekly goals as well, or weekly agenda as well, right? Maybe let's say if you want to plan for the entire week, so what are your top 5 things or tasks that you want to do? You should know that, and then break it down to every day, right? A night before, just see what is it that you want to do the next day, right? Write it down. See, why I am asking you to write down and what is the importance of writing down is, when you write down, what happens is that your mind becomes more certain. Right now what is happening is that you are just thinking about it. You are just thinking about it. It is just in your mind. We say dreamy world, so dreamy world will not help you, but you have to basically just think and put it down on a piece of paper where you're actually using your visual sense. When you're writing it down, aren't you thinking about it? Oh yeah, this is how it is going to be, right? Aren't you like really repeating in your own mind as well? So you're using all your senses so that mind becomes certain that it has to be done, right? Now, how this will help you is day by day, when you'll start to do it, what will start to happen is that there would be days you will not be able to do it correctly, or you'll not be able to do all the tasks that you thought of. But understand very carefully, my dear friends, understand very carefully that in this task list, you have to keep last 4-5 lines for feedback. Every night before you go to bed, give yourself a feedback and just tick mark all the tasks that was done, and think about it. What stopped you that you could not do the other task on time, or you took a little extra time, right? So even keep 1 hour as a miscellaneous time, because sometimes we get into habits like YouTube and Facebook and all of that. Slowly and gradually it will start to go, but at least give yourself a 7-day, 1 week challenge, and follow this. Give yourself a feedback every night before you do these tasks and create your new task list. Why? Because when you give a feedback, if let's say 7 days down the line there are certain things that you were supposed to do and you did not do it, you were not able to do it for whatever reasons, your mind will not give you reasons. Instead you will feel that, okay, there was a certain mistake, I need to correct it. So there'll be an indication to the mind that I need to correct this particular situation in my life. Is it procrastination? Is it not handling my children very well? Is it not dealing with my in-laws very well? So you are giving a feedback. you know, we only need to give a feedback to ourselves, and the more feedback you will give to yourself, this feeling of failure will start to just vanish from us. So feedback is very important as to what stopped you, what didn't let you do you know, that you really wanted to, right? So now when that starts to happen, do at least for a week, and then continue slowly and gradually. You'll start to feel that not just that you're organized, you are also, not just that you're organized, you're also feeling absolutely relaxed. You're not really worried, you know. I know I have so many clients who come to me and they are like, Neha, you know, I'm getting very stressed out, work from home, blah, blah, blah. And I just ask them one question: what time do you sleep and what time do you wake up? And they're like, you know, there is so much of work, pending work here and there, and I end up sleeping at around 12 o'clock in the night. And I have to wake up at 6 o'clock, you know, especially if it's work from home, you know that you have to get on the desk at 8 o'clock, right? So that will not help you. It is these small little tasks in the daytime that's not helping you, that is actually making you procrastinate or making you be lazy. So do these tasks and at the same time give a feedback to yourself. My dear friends, don't think just about this little time. You know, this little time will go very soon. This little challenging time will go very soon. But in future, if you have to still work from home, you can live a life that I'm living at this moment. It was challenging for me, and I made my life work from anywhere, not even work from home. So how? I've told you the steps, very simple steps, right? And this will actually bring a little self motivation and self inspiration in you. You don't have to take any motivation from anybody else, right? So with that, thank you so very much, everybody. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And if you want to learn the real methods of following this structure, I want you to please connect with us for the 21-day NLP workshop or the goal mapping workshop. In that workshop, you understand all this even more easily and with complete dedication and consistency. And you know, make sure that you are going forward. Whatever is stopping you is making you stuck. So lockdown should not make you stuck. In fact, you should come out as a better human being, a better version of yourself, right? So thank you everyone for watching this video, and if you like my video, please share that in the comment box. Anything else that you want to ask me, please do ask so that I can be of value to you in this lockdown. Thank you. Bye.